Hey guys, it's Kristen with HK Wax Center. I'm going to do a bikini line tutorial on a silicone practice mat, basically. So Mermaid Wax came out with these really cool silicone practice mat or mats. It's just a neat way where it's a sanitary area. You just clean this off with rubbing alcohol or something like that, and then you can practice laying your wax strips and actually you can actually remove them because wax comes off silicone. Now the neat thing about that is when you remove it, because it's a clean sanitary area, you can also reuse that wax, which is amazing. That means you're gonna save so much money when practicing instead of just practicing on paper or whatever else you find and then you have to throw it away because it's now used, you can't get it off. So these are amazing. And then for this video, I'm going to be using, this is Mermaid Wax's, it's called Magic. Let me get a good angle here. There we go. Magic, this is part of their experimental series. It's actually glow-in-the-dark wax. So if you turn the lights off, it'll glow. Now, I don't recommend anybody waxing in the dark. That's just dangerous. But for social media or something like that, it's really cool. Take a couple of photos and post it on your IG. So I'll be using that. And we will get started. So I have drawn just kind of like a basic vagina on my silicone mat. I do have a Sharpie here because I've discovered that if I wax over any of my Sharpie marks, the Sharpie comes off. So in case I do that, then I've got this to save me. So I will show you how to do it. Now the first thing that you're gonna do, so we're doing a bikini line. This means we're not doing the whole thing. The customer just wants, basically if they were to wear a bikini, anything that would be outside of that bikini. So most bikinis will cover, like this whole section, pretty much. So most of it's going to be this part right here, and then a little bit up top. So not the whole thing again, just a part of it. So the first ones we're gonna do are gonna be the bikini line strips. The hair grows down in this case. So we're going to lay our strips in a downward position or motion. And so we're gonna do it down like this. And then make a lip at the end and come back up. When I say lip, I just mean like a spot at the end that has a little bit extra wax. That way it's easy for you to remove it. So there's one. Now we'll do the opposite side. Which is here. Again, make the lip, come back up. You always want your edges to be nice and clean. That way it comes off in one quick, swift movement. And then we're also gonna do one more strip right across the top. Again, we're not doing this whole thing, but just right up here to ensure that these little hairs aren't poking out if she's wearing a bikini. So we'll just do a little one up here. Just like that. Okay, so now that I've laid these 3 strips, we can remove them. So we're going to remove them in the opposite direction that we laid them. So I always put a little bit of pressure right underneath. That way this is easy to just pop up like that. And then you'll remove it, just like that. Wow, it's so different waxing on a mat than it is a person. So same thing with this side. Flick it and remove. And then this one. Perfect. A little straggler right there. Okay, so now, next thing. Most people tend to have a cluster of hair right here. The hair will grow upward like this. Some people don't have it, don't get me wrong. However, a lot of people just tend to have some right here. So you don't want to wax all of this. Leave this little bit, and then when they're wearing a bikini or swimsuit bottoms, you can still see hair like poking out right there. So I always wax this little spot here. We're gonna have it going upwards. So I'll lay those 2 strips. Now we've cleaned out this area here. So when I lay this strip, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna pull it off to the side just at the end That way, whenever I remove this strip, I'm not pulling from an area. Like if I leave it here, I'm gonna be pulling all the hairs right here, and that's gonna hurt them a lot. It's gonna break a bunch of hairs. So if I twist it to the side and end it right here, then I can pull from a place that has no hair. Right. And then same on this side. Just gonna go up and then wing it out. Okay, now I've done a little strip right across here. Now I'm going to match it and do one on this side. Ooh, it's moving on me. There we go. Okay, so these two strips go up. This one goes across. So when I pull it, I'm going to push down, flick it, and remove it. And see, Sharpie came off. I just thought I should have drawn a bunch of little hairs on here, and then you can actually see the hairs get removed. That would have been genius. Oh my God. Okay, same here. Flip it and remove. And then on this side, just like that. Okay, so, oh, yeah, let me fix this. Now that I've taken some of her body off. Ooh. Oh, geez. Okay, so now majority of the hair is gone. So we're just going to basically clean up what we just did. So cleanup strips are the strips that you lay after most of the hair is gone, and you're just trying to get those last little stragglers that didn't come up the first time. So you lay them really thinly, and you want to pull them when they're still slightly tacky. This will just allow the wax to really suction cup those hairs and pull it out easily. So I'm going to lay two bikini line strips, so one on each side going upwards. All right. So we're going to do it like this. Upwards, make a lip, come back down. And then same on the other side. Here we go. Okay, so now we have those. So we can remove these. So you'll push down, flick it up, and pull like that. And this one down, perfect. All right, last two strips are just doing the cleanup strips for the ones right across here. So in this case, I would just do one long one all the way across. Allow that to cool for a second. Almost. All right, and then we can apply pressure, flip it, whoop, and I just wax the whole top of her off. So then I will do one more on the opposite side. Going this way. Sometimes these strips right here aren't even necessary. I just always want to make sure I get every single little hair because they're paying for the service. You want to make sure they're happy and they're getting their money's worth. So just like that. So we will wait one more second. Some people I've also discovered don't even want this top part touched at all. They just want the sides. So that's another thing I always ask because you don't want to start removing hair and then they get mad at you because you're doing something that they don't want you to do. Communicate with your client. Oh my goodness. I've also discovered that wax adheres to silicone quite differently than paper. Like normally this would be totally dry, but with silicone, I don't know if it holds heat more or what. Anyway, so that is it. That's how you do a bikini line. pretty simple, especially compared to a Brazilian, just the sides, these two little things and a little bit across the top, and that's it. Some people want like a modified bikini line where they want a little bit more, but not all the way. It's, you know, again, you just kind of have to, again, communicate with your customer so that you both understand what the customer wants and you give them what they want. Make them happy. Thank you for watching. Any questions, let me know. I'm always happy to answer them for you. I appreciate you guys so much. Have a good rest of your day. Bye, guys.